We're live, y'all. We had a great show on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour for the last almost 2 hours, y'all. It was a great show about small businesses, y'all, and we got carried away, man. Got carried away. We had about 8 businesses in here doing a little small business powwow up in here, and it was lit, y'all. It really was lots of information from small businesses right here in Spring Klein. But with no more further ado, we got a great show coming up right now, y'all. It's called Raleigh. This is the debut night. This is the first night of the show live on Real Talk 100 Radio, y'all. The first night airing on Real Talk 100 Radio. Raleigh stands for Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy. Raleigh is the name of the show. If you're into energy, I'm going to let him explain it. He can explain it better than me. But if you're with getting your energy back on point, I think this is the show for you. I don't know where his lovely wife is tonight, but this that you're about to witness is rebooting and uniting lost energy. The star of the show is right here, y'all. He goes by the name of Nayar Zulu, y'all. Did I murder your name, man?
No, no,
I
you
got
brought
it
it to
right.
life.
I got it right.
Yeah.
Nayar Zulu is in the building, y'all, of the Raleigh show. Y'all, give him a like, give him a share. He goes by the name of Nayar on Instagram. He also has a page. I'll let him introduce y'all to all that. We are live, y'all, on the Raleigh show. Now,
Well,
y'all.
what's going on? Appreciate the introduction, Mount.
Yes, sir.
I'm Nayar Zulu. This is Rely, Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energies. This is my first show. I appreciate y'all tuning in. So what I'm gonna do first is explain what Rely is. It's rebooting and uniting lost energies. It's an energy that's inside of us that we've kind of let stay dormant or haven't acknowledged it. And when I say energy, I mean that energy or that conscious voice in your head that's saying something's not right. I need to do something different. This 9 to 5 ain't what it's about. Uh, the way I'm living is not what it's about. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm rebooting. That's what I'm rebooting, and that's what I'm uniting. Energies that feel that way. That we sitting over here like, man, there's something more to it than me going to get a paycheck, than me trying to, impress the next person, keeping up with the Joneses, pay off the bills. There's more to life than that. That's what I'm trying to reboot, and once it's rebooted, that's what I'm trying to unite. And I call it relies because it's too many people here on earth for us to just be relying on ourselves. It becomes kind of idiotic that we sit over here and say all I need is me, and that's not true. It can't. That's actually false. So that's why I call it rely. I say it's rely because there's too many people here on earth, and I had to get over this myself. It's more than just black folks in this. You know what I'm saying? It is mainly us who gets lied to, attacked, murdered, raped. We've had a history stolen from us. I was talking to a brother literally 2 minutes ago that was talking about a building being built in Alexandria, similar to the story of the Tower of Babel in the Bible. And we in this as human beings because a lot of these white folks that got lied to, they really think that there's a supremacy in their culture. And that's a lie. And then we think that there's a slave, our culture, and that's a lie. So we've all been lied to. We're not who we've been told we are, at least here in America, where I live at. So that's why I call it rely. That's the energy I'm trying to rebuke or reboot in us as human beings. And I'm trying to my mission here with this show is to gather. I want to get into that first. Who am I gathering? Like I just said, it's mainly our people. And then it's really like-minded people who, I forgot, there's a documentary that Osho did. I like reading his books. And Osho started they all got together and bought some land and did all kinds of amazing chants. And in the documentary, once I figure it out, I'll let you know. But look up the author Osho. It's, I believe, an Indian guy, a long beard, but Osho. And similar to the Tower of Babel, I was talking to Brother Vic about, Osho gathered a lot of people and they put their money together and put their talents together to get this land and do some amazing things on there before the government came and just shut it all down. So I want to evolve that. I want to gather people. Look, I'm not here for Instagram likes or any type of likes or loves or comments. I'm about action. You know, I want to gather people who really want to put in the work. And this show is going to be me verbalizing what I want to do. It's going to be me telling you what I want to do. So this first show I'm going to do, and then let me not forget my wife. My wife is a birth worker. She helps bring life into this realm or into this world. So she's a doula, postpartum doula, and she also has birthing rentals. So she's going to be on here to explain that. I'm not going to say nothing else about that. But she's bringing into life, and I'm going to help guide it. And we work hand in hand with that. So that's what the show is going to be about. And any guests, any people that I have on will be people working with the community who actually want to do something. Like I say, I've seen a lot of people who, one second, there we go. I've been a part of a lot of groups and work with a lot of people who claim that they want to help the community, that love the people, and I end up joining their groups and dedicating time and money to their groups, and it doesn't go anywhere. I've done protests with different groups. We've kicked down doors of judges, so on and so forth, and we're still in the same place we at. And I've done the whole prayers thing. I've joined. I don't want to say join. I've worked with or have ignited with different groups, and I'm like, I was feeling their energy. I'm like, all right, I can do it. So I've done the prayers. I've done the different activities they had, and I can go to these same groups right now, and they're still in the same place. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to do it like that. But I can go to these same groups, so-called pro-Black groups or so-called Pan-Africanist groups, and they still in the same place. So my mission is to get with these groups or to speak first. This is the first step. You got to take steps to this. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm not trying to do this overnight. Like I said, my first step is to gather. So if you're listening to my radio show, my podcast, and you feeling what I'm saying, you can hit me up, NRZ8556. But I want to gather like-minded people. What do I mean by like-minded people? One, we accept the way you walk. So let me say this. I'm not a big religious person. I might not be into the Christianity or Islam or Buddha or Hindu, whatever it is. But if your religion is taking you to a way where you don't want to serve this society, I can work with it. You see what I'm saying? If your belief or your system or your way of living is telling you, hey, I'm not feeling this. Some of the stuff, I don't want to go work for someone for 9 to 5 just to pay bills off to somebody else. I don't feel like I should have to pay mortgage on this house and it's not doing anything for my family. I don't feel like I'm paying my light bill every month and they cut off the lights if I'm late one month or whatever. You see what I'm saying? If you're feeling that way, if that stuff agitates you on a daily basis, if you got dreams and goals that you want to get, but money's the only thing in your way. So what I'm doing here is bigger than me. I'm not doing this radio show for me. Like I said, I'm not doing this for likes. I'm doing this because I have a mission that's set on my heart that some people in society might not understand. And like I say, I'm not here to change nobody's mind at all. If you feeling it, let's get in the groove together. And like I say, no matter what you believe, if you trying to do something bigger, if you're trying to do something more spiritual, more soulful, that's a part of being like-minded. Like I said, we don't have to believe the same thing. We don't have to believe in the same religion, the same God, the same deity, whatever it is. We don't got to be the same color necessarily. I've met some white folks who don't like white folks. You know what I'm saying? I've met some Asians who don't like Asians. I've met some Mexicans who don't like Mexicans, Colombians, so on and so forth. So if we in that same boat, where it's like, man, look, I've met some Negroes, I've met some niggas that I ain't gonna mess with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And not all niggas is, you know what I'm saying? So I met some niggas like, y'all need to be eradicated. Niggas in each culture and religion need to be eradicated. So if we on that same vibe, that's who I'm trying to work with. You see what I'm saying? Because for Earth to be here, not every, you got raccoons, you got wolves, you got lizards, you got snakes, you got whales, you got all these animals. Then you got trees, you got the wind, you got the sun, you got rain. Everything has to work together to have this Earth. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is we all got to work together. So any like-minded people that want to work together, any like-minded cultures that want to build and join cultures, we gotta. And let me say before I say anything, we do gotta have that come to Jesus meeting before we do anything. We gotta understand our place. So you might have a different religion than me, but we gotta understand. Hey, we're not pushing nothing on nobody. I'm not trying to make you believe what I believe, and I don't want you to try and make me believe what you believe. We got a mission that we need to stay on. We got to focus. The number one thing is the mission. It's not us. It's not what we believe. It's our mission, because our belief ain't nothing but power and prayer to push us to get to our mission on a whole nother level, on an evolutionary level. You see what I'm saying? Your religion might give me some type of discipline that I didn't have before. This is why I respect every religion. The Hindus and Islam all can give me disciplines that I didn't necessarily have before I went there. You see what I'm saying? So that's my goals, to gather those people and have us on those like minds. Why am I doing this? Let me get to that. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's not out here. It's not out here at all. You know, we don't have a group. We don't have anything that we can go to on a regular basis. If you need groceries, you can go to HEB. If you need a car, you can go to a car dealership. If you want to do your own radio show, you can come here to Real Talk 100 radio station and do your own radio show. We have places like this where we can go and do this. Now we need a place where people can go and be like, hey, I'm tired of paying my bills. Hey, I'm tired of messing with this government. Hey, I'm scared to drive my car out on the street because my tags are out. And I got to pick on whether getting my tags done or putting some food in the house. So I'm taking that risk that the cop might pull me over and say, you got traffic warrants out. So now I got to take you in. I got to take your car in, and you got to sit in here and figure it out. We need a family that's going to be like, no. This man isn't raping nobody, or this man or woman ain't raping nobody. He's not robbing nobody. He's not killing nobody. You're not going to touch him. It's going to be like touching one of God's children. We're going to send somebody down to take care of that. So this is why I'm doing it. I want to build that community to where if you mess with one of us, you got to mess with all of us. Let me put a picture in your head right quick. You get pulled over and 12 cars come up. Let's just keep it small. 5 cars come up. The first car got nothing but black people in it. Second car got nothing but Colombians in it, or Mexicans. I don't like to mingle them because I've met them and I know they don't like being called one or the other. But the second car got somebody of Spanish speaking or Spaniard speaking descent in there. The third car got some white folks in there. The fourth car got Mexicans and white folks. And the fifth car got everything the first 4 cars have. Coming up telling this police officer, if you touch him, you have to deal with all of us. How quick would the law change? How quick would they back off of us? That's the kind of action that hadn't been taken yet. That's what I'm going to. I'm not even gonna say trying anymore. I've been saying trying for a long time. Now I'm doing it. That's the action I'm gonna take. I'm gonna build that family. Some of us have been homeless. We was in the apartment. We was in our house chilling, paying, you know what I'm saying, the mortgage. Something happened. We got sick. I'm talking pre-COVID. We got sick. We tell the job we said, they're like, hey man, you can only miss this amount of time. Oh, well, I got to miss more time. Well, we can only pay. Your insurance is garbage. We can only pay 3%. Matter of fact, let's say you got good insurance. We can only pay this much, but you've been in here too long, and we won't cover this part of the surgery. Your kids still got to eat. You still got to eat. You still got to you still got to pay your bills, but your house, you get kicked out your house. And where do you go? The government not going to pay you nothing. Let's say you've expended all the government help you can get. And let's just get this straight. When you do try to get government help, you got to wait 200 years to even get a response from somebody. You got to fill out all this paperwork. You got to meet all these requirements. You see what I'm saying? So the government not going to help you out. Your family can only help you out so much because guess what? They're in the same position you in. So they can only give you a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Your friends can only help you out so much because guess what? They're in the same position you in, if not worse, maybe a little bit better. So all of us are sitting here. That's why I say rely. All of us are sitting here trying to pay off all these other bills while we still trying to get better. What's the first thing the doctor tells you to do no matter what sickness you have? Get rest. Relax yourself. Because if you're doing all this stuff, you're not going to get any better. How can you get rest when your lights is getting shut off out of nowhere? So now you either hot or you cold. How can you get rest when you can't communicate? Because now you got these cell phones. It's not house phones no more. So now you can't communicate because your phones is cut off. Now you don't got any money because you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul so you can pay Bill to get some groceries. Just to eat. And you still got to put gas in your car to get to your doctor's appointments, to get to the grocery store. And if not, you got to pay one of these delivery services who are overcharging. Well, I won't say overcharging you, but overcharging you to deliver your groceries. Think about that. Now you're homeless. Now you're sitting over here trying to figure out where you're going to stay. Some of us motel it up, hotel it up, scrump up a good between 150 and 200, 300 for the week or for the month, depending on where you're staying at. So we sitting over here stuck. A lot of us have been in this position, man, or on the verge of the position or close to this position to where we have absolutely nothing. Some of us got family, some of us don't. Either way, you have no home to stay in. So what I'm building is, thank you. What I'm going to build is, that's my wife. She'll be in here in a minute. What I'm building is a place where we can go for that, where you got a community to back you. Oh man, check this out. Let me give you this scenario. We all get together, 20 of us, and I'm not trying to get millions and 200 people. We need tribes. We need tribes. We need no more than 100 people. Maybe less, maybe 50, maybe 40. Where we all come up and say, hey, let's get this land over here. Let's get this land over here. Let's get this 300-400 acres over here in the middle of nowhere. And let's start building. Let's get, so if you got 50 people, someone may be good at fixing cars and building cars. Let's build our own cars. We're not going to go to the Chevrolet company no more. Let's get some parts and build our cars. Let's grow our food. HEB, we don't need HEB and Kroger's no more. Let's grow our food. Let's sew our own clothes. We don't need Marshalls and Ross, and we shouldn't even be going to Gucci or no places like, we don't need that stuff anymore. So we get all our businesses and ourselves together and start becoming self-dependent. And when I say self, I mean all of us. 1 + 1 is not 2, it's 1. Me, my wife, and my kids, we're all one. We're a family. It's not 4 of us, it's 1 of us. If you touch them, you touching me. You see what I'm saying? And that goes for my brothers and my mother. If you touch them, you touching me. And then if you touching me and you touching them, then you touching their families. Why we can't live like that? Why is it when one of us get in trouble, we're like, damn, that's messed up, bro. Damn, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. It's not that we don't know what to do, it's that we scared to do what it takes. We're scared to take that next level. We're scared to take that next step. It ain't no reason a brother getting locked up over no damn traffic tickets or some fucking weed. Excuse my language. No, don't excuse my language. Some fucking weed, some traffic tickets. He had a sack in his car. You go to CVS right now. You go to Walgreens right now. You look on the side of a damn Advil bottle. It says can cause intestinal bleeding. That's worse than crack cocaine. Can cause cancer. That's worse than cocaine itself or crack. Or for people that don't know, either one. It's worse than the powder. That's worse than heroin. That's worse than alcohol. The alcohol now. Exactly. The food. Let's not even go to the drugstore. You go get some meat out the store. We don't know where that meat's coming from. Go ask the manager where the meat coming from. Go ask the manager where the so-called organic food is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ask them where it's coming from. Now, we all do our research. We have ideas and theories and thoughts and proof on where it comes from. But for the average everyday person who's going in there thinking they're eating healthy, you're really putting your body in hell. Toothpaste, which I make my own of. Toothpaste, shampoo, soap. These are everyday things that we ingest in our body through our skin or whatever. That's killing us. And you putting a little jam or a little sim in the jail for a pound of weed? Or for selling coke? But you're not don't get me started on fast food restaurants. And you putting them in jail, but won't put any of these people. Let me take it back a little further. How many people are in jail right now for lynching our ancestors? How many people are in jail right now for burning down Oklahoma City? Acres Home. Look at the history of Acres Home. Look at the history of Third Ward or Sunnyside. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even take it to what the media is going to push. We here in Texas. Sugarland. I can't remember the cities in Austin, some of the little small cities, but Austin, the Ozarks. That's a popular show. Look that up. Look what that used to be. The Ozarks. Who's in jail right now for these corporations? Washington, D.C. Why is it called New York City? Look it up. I'm not here to give you no history, but look it up what I'm saying. I'm dropping little gems. I'm dropping little small diamonds that haven't been cooked yet or put no heat to them yet. New York City. Houston. Shit, look up Texas. You know what I'm saying? The brother was talking about Egypt. Look up Egypt. Matter of fact, we all talk about we come from Africa. Where you think we at right now? I'm going to leave that right there. Look at all these places. Look at what they used to be called if they had a name. And when you look up what they used to be called, look up who gave it a name. Because you go in any culture, every culture has a different name for everywhere you go. You see what I'm saying? So let me get back to what I was saying. Who was in jail? Who was in prison? Who was shot? Who was killed? Who was given the electric chair for stealing, which is illegal, right? Stealing, killing, murdering. Isn't that illegal? Who's in jail for that? Who got locked up for that? You know what I'm saying? Shit, the people who locked us up need to be locked up. Because they talk about pushing drugs is bad. CVS does that. Sugar, the way they make sugar, matter of fact, the way they make all the food is getting us addicted. So when are those people going to get locked up? When is the FDA going to get locked up? You see what I'm saying? Some of the clothes we wear ain't supposed to be on our skin because the heat or the coldness could get inside your skin and cause cancerous stuff, which cancer is only something that's not good for your body. That's why you got every cancer you got. So who's in jail for that? Who's being locked up? Who's being investigated for that? Because they'll investigate people like Khalid Muhammad or Martin Luther King or Dr. Sebi. There's full FBI investigation on all these so-called rebels. Black leaders. I forgot what they call them. But all these people. Shit, you go in the hood, man. You got UC sitting across the street from a trap house for 2 years on end, trying to figure out how this guy's making money. How's he making money? He stay right here in Acres Home or any hood, whatever hood you in. He stay right here. How did he go from here to there? How do these white folks and these Asians come from another country and get a mansion and have land? But you worried about Jamal and them in the hood who's making sure his mama, his grandma, and a few of his partners on the street is eating. But we're not investigating that. So my answer is we need to come together for those people to protect each other. We need to stop judging each other, man. We need to stop judging each other just because this brother got money and this brother's popular. We need to join together. This sister, this whatever. We need to stop judging, man. We got to get rid of the nonsense, separate it, and start working together. Because the minute we get rid of these egos, oh man, I know that. Look, in the conscious community, which I've been in, the so-called conscious community, it's starting to be unconscious now. But the so-called conscious community, we sit over here and be like, have you read this book? Noble Drew Ali taught me this. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught me this. If you're not a more, then you're not real. Well, Jesus said this. Well, Moses said this. Oh, Krishna said this. Or Buddha taught me. All of us broke. We being controlled by the government. And it's not even just the government. It's we being controlled by society. Do we realize that we follow rules that we don't even know why we follow them? Yeah, we are. We got rules out here that we don't even know why we follow them. Why do we put a sticker on our car? Why is that a need to do? Why are we paying a light bill when the sun comes up every day? You know what I'm saying? Why are we paying? Do you know the original light bulb, that one of the original light bulbs that were made that was made by so-called Thomas Edison, and he really stole the idea from somebody else. But one of the original light bulbs still comes on and off in the museum to this day. I can't remember which museum, but look up the original Edison light bulb, Thomas Edison's light bulb. Do you know that light bulb to this day is still working? And we're talking over 300 years ago. And that's not the only one. That's just the first one that comes to mind. Why are we paying for water when it flows in rivers and lakes and streams and ponds? Why do we have a water bill? Why are we paying this stuff? You know what I'm saying? We got to get our community together and start digging our own well. Fun fact: Acres Home, they used to have wells all in the back. I always go there. I always say Acres Home because the north side, and exactly. And I know that all used to be farmland. And in almost every house in Acres Home had a well in the back. This is back in the 80s, early 90s. Back in the 80s, early 90s, had a well in the back. None of them paid no water bill. And probably Third Ward too, because Third Ward was a farming community. All the wards pretty much, especially First Ward. But anyway, they all had wells in the back of their house. I can speak on Acres Home because I saw this. All of them had wells. You start getting in the mid-90s, the city started coming over there and purposely digging up the wells without your permission. We all know who the mayor was over there. Started digging up in the front of your yards to mess up your water to where you had to connect your water lines to them or you wasn't getting water. And if you were, the water was coming out real dirty, filthy, because they blocked off your well water. This is what they do to us. This is what we put up with. We're paying for something that I'm just going to use this. We're paying for something that God's given us already. Water's already, goddamn it, it come from the sky. It's probably going to rain here in a little minute. So what are we doing? Paying for the rain? It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Nayar, I hate to cut you off, but I have to ask. Mm-hmm. In your opinion, why are we paying for water? Why are we paying for electricity? You've raised these questions, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you what your opinion is on that. Why are we paying for water? Why are we paying for electricity? Electricity, the sun shines every day, but we pay for electricity. Water runs through running springs all year round, but we have a water bill. So, in your opinion, please enlighten us. Why?
Two things off top: fear and lack of knowledge. We're afraid to dig up our own wells. We're afraid to be like, if us three right now got with some other people and say, hey, let's just stop paying the water bill and get our own water. We're gonna be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta have my water running. You know what I'm saying? We fear that. It's fear and it's lack of knowledge. And even if we did that, some of us don't know how to dig our own wells. So once we get rid of that fear, because fear ain't nothing but power. If you turn that fear around, you'll have power enough to be like, man, fuck the government. Not just the government, fuck society. Fuck all this. I'm about to go mess up these pipelines, dig my well, and have my water coming through. Same thing with electricity. It's fear and it's lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? A baby's going to crawl until it learns it can walk. You see what I'm saying? It's simple, which is why I'm doing Rely. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main things. Brother Vic, come say something real quick.
I'm listening to you, dog.
Yeah.
My blood pumping.
Yeah. But that's what it is, man. We got fear. We got fear. And once we get rid of that fear and turn that fear into love, like I just said earlier, Brother Mount, Brother Vic, if someone mess with y'all family, what y'all gonna do?
Talk to God.
What you gonna do, Brother Mount? If I go over here right now and throw something at your wife, am I gonna be back up here on your radio station?
Hell nah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be talking to God at that point.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yo.
Imagine if we had that love 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with our fellow human being. Think about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
I'm not sure what we have a viewer on YouTube.
Okay.
It says plug in the camera before we lose it. I'm not sure what Mr. Tony Cherry is talking about. Did you say something about a camera?
Oh no,
Plug in the camera before we lose it. Oh, he's making a joke. You see?
Oh.
Okay, no. It's charging right now, Mr. Cherry. Thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry to cut you off. I thought he was saying something about.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. But we got to, man. That's the thing. A lot of stuff we do. The reason why we do it is we go to work because of fear. We go to work because we don't have money. We're not gonna make it. And one thing I like that it says in the Bible, for the love of money is the root of all evil. If we stop loving a dollar bill with a white man's face on it made of paper, start bartering again, or just stop giving it any relevance, we wouldn't have half the problems we have right now. We wouldn't have classism, so-called classism. We wouldn't have racism. There would be no way to give you a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be eating. It's funny, human beings call themselves smart, but we're the only people that have eating problems. Birds don't have it. Raccoons don't have it. No animal you see, you're not going to see a squirrel on the side of the road begging for acorns. Oh, please give me an acorn, Mr. Squirrel. You're not going to see a bird trying to find something to make a nest. You're not going to see a beaver somewhere trying to find materials to build a dam. They don't have beaver money. We the only animals in this kingdom that does that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know it can be done.
Tony Cherry says you're speaking straight facts. He said, dude is speaking straight facts. He says he didn't mean to disrupt you, just didn't want to lose contact with you. He's enjoying the show.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Man, if I'm NRZ 8556, you know, soon here, once I get enough people, and not really get enough people, once I'm gonna find some other people I can work with, I'm gonna start having events to raise money and raise awareness. You know what I'm saying? So people can come out and not just talk to me, but talk to each other. We could chop it up. I'm not knocking that. We can chop it up. I'm down with chopping it up. But I want us to talk to each other and not just talk. Let's talk outside these events. Like I said, the events is going to be to raise money and to raise awareness. Like I said, if you dig what I'm saying, come to the events. I'm going to let people know. I'm always going to have food. There's always going to be majority Black-owned businesses. What I'm going to do is set it up to where I don't like wasting time just getting drunk and getting high at these events. I'm setting it up to where we're going to start building tribes. Don't come to my events just to get messed up. It's cool if you bring your drink, if you bring your green, and I want us to have fun. But when you come to the events, we tribe building. We coming over here. What do you know how to do? All right, you the mechanic tribe. What do you know how to electricity? You the electricity tribe. What do you know how to do? Or I can promote, or I can do this, or I got a building, or I got a house, whatever. We try building. If you having a baby and you don't want to go to these hospitals, my wife is going to have her tub set out so you can see what it's like to birth in a tub. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have everything mapped out to where it's like, hey, what do you do, brother? Because we don't hold each other accountable, number one. We got to stop going places and feeling good. We got to stop going to these events. I'm not going to have no big event. I'm not going to call it Black Power, but for the lack thereof, the black event. And I leave you with a good word. Nah, man. No. You come to anything that I'm at, we making a move that next day, that next week, or we putting a map down to follow it. So when I start having the events, man, I love for people to come out. But like I say, I'm not just here taking people's money. Don't bring your money if you just want to chuck and jive. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring your spirit if you just want to come chuck and jive, man. You know, bring it like, hey, man, I want to build. Even if you don't know what you do yet, even if you still confused, like, man, I don't know, but I feel what you're saying. Come over. We can figure it out together. Let's rely on each other. Let's genuinely rely on each other. Man, I really want to do this, but the only way I know how to do it is like this. But if a brother, let me say it like this. I was working with one of these groups, and the brother told me, him and his family, he invited me over. I ain't seen him in a minute. Once again, I don't like saying names because I don't know if people want to be mentioned, and most people I talk to don't want to be mentioned. But he came up to me. It was after a protest, like a third one I did, probably like 13th, but anyway, third one I did. He said, hey, brother, when you really ready to do something for the community, and you got to take in mind, I was young, dumb, full of cum, like the little old song. He said, when you really ready to work for the community, I said, man, we just got done kicking down these doors. We just got done fighting these cops. What you mean? When are you ready? I'm thinking I'm going hard. He said, no. Stay calm the whole time. I'm thinking I'm just like, I had the adrenaline go. I'm like, man, we just got done fighting these cops. Look at them cops over there. They're not going to come over here. He said, but when you really ready to build, get together with me and I can help you out. So if that brother sees me on here, I'm actually ready now. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually ready. You can see this. I'm on the radio. I took that first step, like you said, and I realized what I was doing. Like you said, I know it seemed like I wasn't paying attention or I was just really hyped up, but I heard you, but I didn't listen. But now it's being downloaded. But yeah, like you said, I'm ready. I'm taking that first step. But yeah, those are going to be my events. So back to what I was saying, I'm building. And like I said, this show is going to be called Scratch because I'm just giving y'all the ingredients for this show. Next show, I'm going to have a guest. My wife is going to be in here, but this show is just Scratch. I'm just giving you the ingredients. I'm just letting you know what every show I do on Tuesday is going to be about. Let me give you, for instance, what I want to do. I want to get some black fathers in here. I mean, real black fathers. I'm not talking about the ones. I'm gonna give you one example. Let's say you don't see your kids all the time because your wife, your ex-wife, or your baby mama is doing her best and her damnness. She working with the government to keep your kids away from you. Come holler at me. That's the show I want to do. I need the fathers who are actually in the kids' life together with their wives to come up here and say, hey, this is how I made it work. Maybe your wife has passed away. I don't think enough black men get, even if you took on another man's responsibilities because it was in you, come up here because you are a father. Any man that takes on out of the love for the woman and then learns to love the kid and said, y'all belong to me now. I want to talk to you. Single mothers. Also, I'm a man, so I like to always get with my brothers. If you a brother who I'll come back to y'all ladies. Hold on one second. If you're a brother that has depression and you're afraid to speak it, I want to have that space here for you to talk about it. Man, look, I don't care if it's something simple, so-called simple. Man, my wife is doing this. Let's talk about it. My girl is doing, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. My manager at the job, I'm not, it don't got to be super deep and super eclectic. Like, oh man, I was talking to the Most High and then no, man. Simple hey, I have an idea, but I don't know how to get it off the ground. And when I do these shows, I want more people to come in and be like, this is what I did. And I don't need it to be $1 billion, $1 million business. If you just got traffic coming in, you took that first step. That's another show I want to do. Brothers that just who maybe got ideas and have a hard time figuring out what they need to do. If you got a family and you figuring out how to contain your patience, or you're living in an apartment, or you're having a hard time paying rent or something like that, let's talk about it. Matter of fact, if that, let's raise money for it. Let's start a tribe so it's not all on your shoulders. Let's make some progress. I'm tired of seeing brothers struggling, man. I'm tired of struggling. You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing my fellow brothers struggle, man. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I got a job.
Are you hiring?
Oh no, I'm not hiring right now. When I start my businesses, I will be, but right now I don't have a job. I'm trying to create them.
I got a baby on the way, and I'm just trying to do something different, man, and it's tough.
Man, come sit down real quick.
You don't even know.
Come sit down real quick. Let me get you on here real quick.
It's your show. I'm respecting it.
No, I just asked you to come on. Come down, sit real quick. Because I just look, hold on, let me get you on the Instagram too.
What's good? This your boy Drippy Cams in the mix, baby.
Drippy Cams. All right.
Beans.
Oh, can you see him?
No.
Come a little closer.
A little closer. Okay.
I don't want to give Chick-fil-A no service. So I was just talking about this.
Sit behind him over here.
Sit behind them, baby.
That's the best way to get both of y'all on the camera.
All right, man. Okay. So I'm back here on camera with you. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. This is exactly what I want right here.
Yeah, this is hard. I like this. This is so dope. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in.
All right, the brother Drippy Cams, right? I'm saying that
Drippy
right?
Cams, yes, sir.
Drippy Cams.
New company coming in.
New company coming.
Yes, sir.
Has a baby on the way, looking for some work. Real quick, give me the story.
About me in general?
Yeah, give me your background. You said you had a baby and you're looking for a job and it's hard.
I'm 32, right? And of course we all have situations where we do things, and when you're playing in the dirt, when you're in the park, you get dirty, so ain't nothing ever really an accident. You know what I'm saying? And I'm messing with the wrong person at the wrong time, or rather right person at the wrong time. And now I'm having a situation where she talking about she want to be with another one, yet I'm out here hustling, sweating, trying to get this together. And while I'm out here hustling, sweating, trying to get it together, I'm being told about what man she want to go to and when she want to go to him. Well, run, Forrest, run. Go ahead, run. Because while I'm sitting here hustling, you sitting here mouth gabbing, me talking about another man. So run.
And you got a baby?
Baby on the way. She 4 months. It's my first one. I'm 32. It's my first kid. So that being said, she want to run, let her run. So I'm just going through the situation where I'm trying to get her to understand you ain't got to run. Like if we have an attitude with each other, if you say something to me, if I say something to you, it don't mean you run. When you run, you choose to run, regardless of if I chose to say what I said, regardless of if I was upset, you're not supposed to run. But she runs, so I let her run.
And you say you looking for work too?
I'm looking for work, man. It's hard out here, man. Like I had a job at the airport, brother. Got laid off 10 years, Delta Airlines, supervisor for fueling and passenger safety. You can't fuel the plane if the passenger's on it. Things go boom, and things do happen. So we fuel planes when people aren't on it. Otherwise, that's neither here nor there because I'm neither there anymore. But I am looking for work, and I hustle, and I put my right foot forward, not my left foot. So when I step military, hut 2, 3, and I push, and I'm gonna push until I can't push no more, until God call my cell phone. So,
all right. So if you see this brother Drippy, can you say it on camera what your hustle is?
Oh, so I do a bunch of little things. So I do music videos. I do so for companies that don't have a commercial presence. What I do is I provide for them a visual, a walkthrough of their company on video live as people are there to place online in a social media setting as where they wouldn't have one, and I give them one. And that's even a hustle. That's a hard hustle because not every company want it. Not everybody's willing to understand the mindset it would take to put your stuff out there. Some just want word of mouth. Some just want to work and go home. I don't want to work and go home because God don't call us to work and die. God calls us to work and strive. Now, if God called us along that ride, he called me along that ride. But you know, all that said, I provide that for companies who want it, and for those that don't, stay in your circle. This ain't for you.
You have a contact information?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry. This is my first time on the show, and I'm really just trying to get the process. I didn't want to disrespect this young man's show. I didn't want to disrespect this young man's, I wouldn't call it show. I would say station. So
it's all good, man. No, this is what the show's for. Give them your contact.
Yes, I do have contact on Instagram. My Instagram is Drippy Cams. It's also called Supreme Dreams. The Cams has a Z on it, just in case those who don't hear the Z. I'm sorry, I'm from Texas. It's Drippy Cams with a Z, and it's basically a IG for, you know, chess. I play chess. For everybody out there that play chess, if you play chess, I teach chess and I'm a pro chess player. So if y'all want to play, if you have kids that want to learn color, nationality, language, just if they want to learn and you want them to do something positive, because chess is a screwed up game. Chess teaches people that we must have war in order to succeed. And the true way of chess is to put a piece on the board. Then you put a piece on the board. Then you put a piece on the board. Then I put a piece on the board until we cover the whole earth and flourish together. Why would I come into your castle and take from you? When I take from you, your wife don't. Your kids, the animals. What he just said, the birds, the bees don't feed on nothing. So now they got to feed on each other, and that's what the government doing, because they taking away and we feeding off each other and we hating on each other and we side-eyeing each other until neither one of us got no money because you trying to take from me, but I'm trying to be better than you. So while I'm trying to be better than you and not go down to your level, you're taking from me. So then that forces me to be under duress and puts me in a situation where I now have to step backward.
So you teach chess, you do video for commercial for businesses.
Yes, sir. And I'm jumping into real estate as well. I have a restaurant coming. I have a 10-year plan. I've been talking to the city of Houston.
So you can use some investors.
Yes, okay. Score mentorship. Score if you guys see me. If you see me, I've been busy. We lost connection. I would love to talk to you, Brother Raj Mashrula. I'm sorry I didn't mean to coin his name. He's an officiant for the city of Houston. I'm so sorry for saying his name. Please accept my apologies, kind sir, but you are a good man, and I want that to be known. So
give me your name one more time.
My name is Victor. Drippy Cams is my Instagram name. Yes, sir.
Spell Drippy Cams?
Yeah.
DRIPPYCAMZ. That is Drippy Cams, sir.
DRIPPYCAMZ.
Yes, sir. I have a blue shirt on in the photo. Yes, sir. And I stream chess. I stream my process with the city. I stream music videos. I shoot music videos. If you have a visual, if you have a wedding, if you have a birthday party, if you have anything, let me know, because I'm capable and well established, although I'm learning. And I don't claim to be the best. I'm not the best. I'm just the guy who wants to be something greater than I was yesterday.
Hey, man, you are the best. You better say it. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Okay.
He is the best. He one of the top ones in Houston, man.
Bring it on to me, baby. We got it. We're going to get it covered. We're going to do what it do.
All right. That's Brother Drippy Cams.
What's up?
If you know anybody who needs camera work, if you want to learn how to play chess, you want to take on a hobby, look them up.
Show you how to move in a room full of vultures. Hope said that best. Yes,
so
sir.
if that's what you're looking for, that's what you need, look this brother up. He got a baby on the way. I'm about to press the empathy card. He got a baby on the way.
I don't press that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm Pharaoh. When you speak, Pharaoh speak. When I speak, Pharaoh speak. When we all speak, it's Pharaoh, it's God in the room.
Exactly.
So, you know, when we speak to each other, I'm gonna speak. Half the time you won't even know what we going through. Because as men, we're taught to pull your britches up, don't cry, you know, and then after years and years go by, that man not crying, things get built up. And that man, in his mind, he, you know, in the world, he might be a free man, walking, breathing, living, playing with his family. But in his mind, that man might be a sociopath, or that man might be under some type of, like you said, What was the word you used earlier, sir?
The depression.
Depression. And you know, we might have anger issues, we might have ego issues, all kind of things might be going on with us, man. And we need to start checking on each other, because if we don't, God will.
Yeah, I definitely dig that.
And we want that last. We want God last. We don't. Well, we want Him first. But for that circumstance, we want to be able to reach out before something happens that doesn't need to. So like this young man said, if y'all have any problems, come talk, because Real Talk 100 got you, man, and they're gonna do what they're gonna. You know, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be the best thing. We all brothers. We all here, and we're all human.
You gotta write down your number, man, because I can set up a little group or something so
Yeah.
we could all sit back and exchange that. What just happened is what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Trying to put it out there. If you got something that you do, let me know. If you're going through something,
No,
I'm gonna figure out some way to hit you up.
for sure, we gonna talk.
Yeah, we
Gonna
definitely
talk.
gonna talk, man.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna talk. And that's what it's about. While I got people coming on, let's see if my wife will come back
I'm
here.
gonna go in there. I'm gonna stay here. You don't know what you're doing.
My wife about to come on in a
Oh,
minute.
shit.
Yeah, she about to come on in a minute. But
Nayar, while you're taking a short break to connect with your wife, I need you to do a small favor
yeah,
for our listening audience. Just rephrase, go back and rephrase, go back and rehash what your show is about, the name of it, and I'm going to put your flyer up while you talk about it right quick.
Oh, perfect.
Would you like to set that up on the camera on my tripod there?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Would you like to?
Yeah, that's cool with you. Rely. Rebooting and uniting lost energy. I'm getting those like-minded people together who's tired of living in this fake society. I'm gathering people. I'm gathering spirits. I'm gathering souls who know there's more to life than what's been presented to us. And once I gather you, then I'm going to start taking action. That's what the show's about. Taking action, getting with people, and not just financial wise, but mentally. We can't sit over here and gather millions of dollars and not be right in the mental. Because after we get the money, we're not gonna need money no more. Once we got each other, we're not gonna need the money anymore. You know what I'm saying? We can create our own form of currency. You see what I'm saying? But for right now, if we got that right mental, we'll know how to use the money that's being provided to us. You know what I'm saying? We'll know how to use that power, and we can take a lot of stress off each other's shoulders. We won't have to worry about the laws around here that are perfect. It's like, for example, weed. Now it's becoming legal, but before you can get arrested and be locked up for 10 years for that stuff, for having a dime bag on you. Not even no blunts or no switches, just having the weed on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so-called war on drugs. Now it's legal to take all the drugs that had a war on. So anyway, my thing is to gather people for protection, to build, really just decompress. Just be yourself, man. Just to be like, I can sleep good tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what this relies for. In all aspects of life, man. If I can't do it, I'm gonna find someone who can. I do. I want some psychiatrists and some mental health people to come in and maybe know how to present the question in a different way and bring it out. But I just want, brothers to get with each other and talk. If I can get like a little network going where brothers meet up on a weekly basis and the wives meet up separately or the girls meet up separately, however it is. But yeah, that's all Rely. Rebooting and uniting lost energy. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting those lost souls who want to find themselves. And let's get to work.
Why did you spell energy the way you spelled energy?
I spell energy because it's on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's inner. We think all the energy, we eat food. No. When you eat food, you feel good, and that energizes you. You know what I'm saying? When you look at your wife, or you look at a woman, you get a little feeling on the inside. That's where the energy comes from. If you touch something like the carpet and then go touch metal, and that's the energy from inside your fingers. So I spelled it with an I, and I really got to give that to Dr. Valentine, because that's the first time I seen it. I always felt it, but that's the first time I seen someone say energy like that. But I felt what he was saying. So I never met him, but I used to always look at his videos back in the day. But energy, that's why I did energy like that. It's on the inside.
Yeah.
That lost energy within you.
So you're rebooting
Mm-hmm.
and you're uniting lost energy.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell, you're getting like-minded people who want to be the change that they want to see in society.
Exactly.
Basically, that's it, correct?
Exactly.
How, and outside of utilizing your show, will you be doing any kind of, I don't want to say door to door, but I mean up in people's faces? Like if you go to the mall, if you go to the grocery store, will you be using grocery stores and the malls and car lots, wherever you happen to be in a day? Will you be using those platforms to reunite and reboot lost energy?
Actually, yeah, if you want me, what I'm gonna do is throw my own party, but I'll be going to like pop-up shops
Okay.
here eventually, setting up my table with Rely on the back, and I'll have something in written format to where you can read it. And if you want to see something, you can always come on the show. So yeah, I'm gonna go in places where I'm comfortable with people. Like if you like, I know Freemanstown has something, and the Shrine normally has something. I know you guys got something on Saturday when you have pop-up shops. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'll be there with my products, and I'll also be there doing Rely. And I'll have pamphlets. You can look on my Instagram page. Soon here, I'll be posting stuff up for ways to people to link up with me. Probably starting, if not next month, the months after that. Like I say, I'll have events. My wife had a Mommies and Me event. I'm gonna throw an event here soon where we'll both just be out here. So yeah, I'll have events coming. I'm gonna start doing little meetings or so-called meetings or get-togethers to where people can come and just talk, get a feel. I know some of us, especially brothers, we're not gonna trust it right away. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's dope. We'll feel it. We'll be like, oh, damn, he's saying some real. I'll see. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So what I want to do is I'm gonna get everything, find a building where I can do it at consistently, and I'll start having events.
Yeah, let's chop it up.
Yeah, we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna start having events on a monthly basis, at least 2 events a month. To where, and it's not gonna be, if I do charge $30, you'll be getting food. Come on in, mommy. You'll be getting food. You'll leave with something. I'm never gonna have an event where I'm charging 30 something or above, and you're not leaving with something. I always make sure you're gonna have some food, and I'm always gonna make sure you leave with some type of gift back. Come on in. You coming on next?
I'm not sure who is speaking. Somebody is hating on you. Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are.
Oh, let's go. Let me see, Mr. Facebook. What's he saying? Or
Peace and blessings, good people. Whoever that is, please type your name out in the comments. Facebook is hating on you. Yeah, that's Facebook, not YouTube. Tony Cherry is also still with us on YouTube, and he says, so good to see like-minded brothers. Facebook
like
user, come on out and tell us who you are. You're more than welcome to call in. This is the Raleigh Show, the Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy Show. And Inyar Zulu.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Inyar Zulu. Inyar Zulu is the star of the show. He's trying to get his wife in here right now. But I want Peace and Blessings to know who, I want our listening audience to know who Peace and Blessings is. Facebook user, put your name in the comments. Tony Cherry, thank you for sticking with us all night.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother Cherry. I appreciate you sticking in, and I'm grateful for your mind, because we need it. You say we like-minded, I dig it. So I appreciate your mind more than anything. And link up. I gave you my Instagram, and then my Facebook is Inyar Zulu also. But I'm always down if you want to chop it up. Send me a message. Whatever, however it goes, definitely down for that.
Y'all please hit that like or love button about 1 million times for Inyar Zulu. and the Raleigh show, the Rebooting and United Lost
Rely.
Energy show.
Rely show.
Raleigh, rely.
Yeah, because
Rely.
we got to rely on each other.
Rely on each other. I'm sorry, I'm screwing the name up, man. I screwed his first name up first. Now I've screwed up the name of the show. Rely is how he pronounces it. It is Rauli. It stands for Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy. The star of the show right here is Nayar Zulu. You can give him a follow on Instagram and Facebook at Nayar. That's Nyar Zulu, Zulu. The show is called Rely. We need to rely on each other. Why did you spell it this way again?
The acronym.
Rebooting
and Uniting Lost Energy, and then I know it looks like Raleigh, or I wanted to say it Rely.
We need to learn to rely on each other as a society.
As a society, man, especially our people, man. We really got to, start trusting. You got to trust yourself before you can trust anybody else. So start trusting yourself, Once we start doing that, once we don't think, everybody's against us, because that's an easy mindset to have. Stuff happens to us in our lives, and we're like, I don't trust these Negroes, man. I don't trust these women. I don't trust nobody. I can do it all by myself. And that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. So
they want you by yourself and lost.
Exactly. And that's why I say lost in, like you just said, lost energy. So if we could just get together, I want people to start relying on it. And I'm not saying go out here and rely on everybody. I'm saying I'm gonna have that space where you can create your own relationships to where you can start relying on people. And if you messing with me and someone misuses your trust, let me know. I'm the example.
May I ask a question? I don't mean to stop you. Please keep your thought.
Yeah.
When I ran into this brother right here at the gas station, he didn't even remember, right?
Yeah.
But I remember because he God.
You
know what I'm saying? He's God.
Yeah.
So I have a question. My question is, my statement first. Everybody don't deserve your attention and energy.
True.
You can't give your energy to everybody.
Exactly.
So my problem is I'm so much of a man of God that when God sends me an angel, I talk to him. But every angel ain't for you. But still, an unwritten sin in the Bible to me states that if God sends you an angel, regardless of what they are, talk to them.
Yeah.
That's what that's for.
Exactly.
So how can you decide, like right off the top, because I'm not good at it, how can you see off the top when somebody's good to talk to and when they ain't, without even, like, I'm trying to understand. I guess I don't understand myself yet. Like, how can you walk up on somebody and just go, nah, I ain't talking to you?
Man,
we all human and live here. So my mind, I just, hey, what's up?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's earth.
Normally when I come up to somebody, I might think I know. The old folks used to always say, man, I gotta sleep on it. So you gotta have sometimes you gotta, and I say most of the time, when you got a recipe, you ain't gonna cook it right the first time for the most part. Or if you do, you're gonna find ways to tweak it to make it better. Yeah. So when you meet somebody, see how the communication goes. I might be talking like this right now, and then you see me cheating on my wife outside of here, and you'll be like, this brother ain't real. He was talking all that family and jive and all that, but he ain't real. Hey, son. He was talking all that, but he ain't real. Or you might see me talking all this, and then I'm going to work with the enemy. Or I'm raising money, and I'm giving it to the enemy. So keep the communication up. You got to communicate. Fill off the energy. It's easy now to meet someone, and they say all the right things, especially in these times, because we got this internet, this social media. So we're gonna take all the right pictures. I'm on the radio. I can say all the right things. Mouth gonna make it look good, and I'll become. But keep the communication. See if I keep talking to you. See if we talk outside of here, and it's the same. Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure.
Exactly, and see if I'm the same way.
Yesterday.
Exactly.
Yes.
See if I keep messing with you when you call me and you low.
Yes.
Like, man, I ain't really feeling good today. This is what happened. I'm like, I can't talk.
Yeah.
And I push you off.
Yeah.
That means I might not be what I said I was. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using myself for an example, but that you got to make that decision.
Yeah. And see, I'm so hopeful. I'd be like, maybe he having a bad day. Yeah. I ain't even gonna think nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like, he having a bad day. That's cool. He needs sleep. He might be hangry. He
Yeah.
might be hangry a little bit because hangry do happen.
For real.
It do. So yeah.
Do that. And like I say, everybody have bad days.
Yeah.
But you got to keep peeping that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All snakes ain't gonna bite you. Some of them just want to get under that rock and lay there for the coolness. And then they're gonna be on about their way. You know what I'm saying? All dogs, when they jump on you, don't want to attack you. They might want to play. You see what I'm saying? So we got to peep that energy. So when you do that, but like you said before, you said anything, you got to learn yourself. What angel do you want in your life? What angels do you want around you? You answer that question, then you'll start attracting those angels. And you'll also attract people that deter you from those angels. But if you know yourself good enough, you'll be like, oh, no, you ain't about that life. It's going to get stronger by the day. You know what I'm saying? By the minute. Once you in tune with you, the energy, that inner chi, you know what I'm saying? Once you in tune with you, once you stop letting all the, I'm not saying you're doing this, because this has to, with me too, letting all that outside talk, you know, all these little stuff that a real nigga ain't gonna do this, all this crap that people tell you, and then it gets in your mind and you're like,
listen to that shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't listen to your,
because a real nigga take care of his family.
Exactly.
A real nigga don't sell somebody drugs.
You define her exactly.
A pregnant woman at that.
Exactly. You define that. So whatever meets your definition, those are the people's words, or that's the people you give your attention to, because it's your kingdom. It's your kingdom. Sometimes you got to get over your own insecurities. We insecure sometimes, like, man, I don't deserve this, or this brother ain't talking about stuff, or yeah.
I'll be the first to admit it. I'm hella insecure.
Yeah, you gotta get over your own insecurities, man. Have confidence, man. You're a beautiful brother, man. You know how many people it take for them to walk in here and do this? To get on a camera and be like, I'm having this problem, and admit it.
You don't even know I'm crying inside. You don't even know.
You know what I'm saying? That take a lot, man. I'm telling you now, it ain't no reason for your insecurity. You a strong brother. The idea you gave to me that you were doing and how you explained it, that take a lot of nuts. Everybody ain't gonna do that. Most people, man, I'm gonna do a restaurant, have a few burgers. You invited me into your life. You came back, he didn't remember you, and you was still like, nah, I met you here. You see what I'm saying? That take nuts. So that take a big man. You know what I'm saying? That take a real man. So get over your insecurity, because there's no need for it.
For sure.
You feel me?
For sure.
And keep doing what you're doing.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? Be yourself. And if someone don't like who you are, fuck it. Who cares? It don't matter. It's irrelevant. Who cares? Believe, I had a lot of people tell me, man, what you saying is crazy. Okay. And it used to get, I'd be like, oh, maybe I need to stop talking. Like, nah. You stay with your restaurant and you invite who you want to your lighthouse. And you tell everybody what your lighthouse is going to be about. And if you don't feel like they deserve to hear about your lighthouse, then don't tell them. Stay silent. You feel me?
Amen.
Do that. That's you. That's your idea, man. That's what makes you God, your creation. That's all God does is create.
You know, this earth, brother, we all live and die. You know how deep I'm thinking about it? I have a clothing line on the way called Supreme Being.
Yeah.
And they put this fake out here to us on TV. So I'm going to put the real on the shirt.
Exactly.
Our real Cummings, our real Nibiru.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Our Anunnaki. The real, I'm putting it on the shirt.
Yeah.
To tell the real truth. Since they're putting the real truth on the screen, I'm going to put it on the screen too. But we're going to be walking around seeing it more than we would at TV, because people are at work 8 hours of the day.
Exactly.
So you're going to see this more than you see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, it's I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciate Real Talk 100.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Do that, man. Look, get rid of insecurity slowly but surely. Mommy, come in here and bring my son. Tell him about your stuff. My wife, my beautiful wife over here, she does postpartum. And then my son gonna try and take it over. Get behind me. Hey. This is my wife. Right, sit down. Yeah, sit down right here. This is my wife. Oh, you got, oh, here. Oh, that's what that's for. Oh, okay.
I can't wait till I have my baby, dog. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That lady's looking at the phone?
God,
Okay. All right, hurry up and do your thing.
and congratulations, sir.
Oh, appreciate it.
Real talk.
Appreciate it. So this is my wife,
Aloha.
Queen Birth. I call her what I want at home. She's gonna be here helping bring life into this realm. Exactly.
Yes, the system.
So she does postpartum work, and what I'm gonna do is ask her a couple questions because she's gonna be co-hosting with me. You see, we got this one right here, so we're gonna take turns being on this joint. So this is Houston's premier doula and birth pool rental. Yeah,
Let me
don't.
introduce myself.
Go ahead.
I am Jessica, owner and foundress of Hula Aura, entrepreneur, mom, wife, friend, daughter, postpartum doula.
Lover.
Oh, lover. Postpartum doula here in Houston, serving Houston, Conroe, the Woodlands, Spring area. I also attend births, labor and births. But I know right now my thing right now is supporting moms in their fourth trimester. I also have birth pool rentals available. As a service. I can go after this. I just went blank.
So tell them why you do it.
Why?
Why did you become a doula in the first place?
So with my oldest baby, I wanted to have a water birth. And I know that just researching, I wasn't really too sure what all was out there. And then I ended up coming across a midwife who offered that service. And at first I was skeptical because I was like, I'm just still learning. And the OBGYN that I had at the time, I was like, I would like to have a water birth. And he was like, well, no, ma'am, you'll die. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's out. So then I interviewed the midwife here actually in Houston, North Birth Houston Center, whatever, and had my baby there. And they actually had a doula at their site. And that was like my first time like researching, like actually meeting her. It was like, oh, okay, you're cool. So like you just like assist moms all day. And I love the support that I got with her. And so then I was like, you know what? I love this. I love the fact that you're supporting moms, like providing them information, like how to properly latch, if you breastfeed, different things you can do when you're in labor to like not have it when you're having your contractions and not be so strong. So fast forward, did more research on how to become a doula, and that's how that came about.
She's had 2 clients already, and they like best friends.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She said, well, more than 2, old girl in Cali.
Yeah.
And then I ain't gonna put nobody names, but the 2, and then the one she's working with. Yeah, you clapping. Yeah. And all her clients become her best friends.
Yeah.
And they all stay. So it's more than just you're trying to talk, son. Mm-hmm.
How
you doulaist?
Yeah, how I doula.
Yeah.
I like building community. I'm all for community. I feel like with my first baby, I'm nervous. With my first baby, because I'm not really from out here, I'm from California. And when I moved out here and later met my husband, I was like, well, all my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters, they're all in Cali. So
Bless you.
slowly building up that community. Now, like when I meet other moms, that want to work with me, my thing is, okay, who, of course, like, I'm going to hook you up with, whatever I can help you with. So like if I know there's pediatricians, lactation consultants, maybe even other doulas, you may not want to work with me because we're not a fit, and that's fine. There's other doulas that I'm, connected with. So I'm going to hook you up, like providing them with that help because I didn't get it. You know, I mean, I got it, but like not on the scale that I would have loved to. So now, like, I'm in here, I'm still networking, meeting people. But yeah, just kind of like bridging the gap. So I'm all for community, bridging the gap.
Another question: why do you think doulas are needed in the
That
community?
support, you know, and then it's so like just for like so there's an understanding what I do. Doulas, we assist emotional and physical. Like we support, we provide you with information on, you know, like I was saying, like if you're in labor, these are things you could do, whatever. But we're the support, right? So like we would come in and if dad, like I want to take a quick little nap because mommy's been in labor for X amount of hours, we will come in and assist with that. So we're really like we support. We yeah.
You support. All right, tell them why it's good to have to birth your baby at home with the doula and the midwife.
I would have preferred that.
Make me feel guilty. Appreciate it.
No, it's not. So like I personally, I feel like back in the day, like that's how our families did it. You know, they birthed at home. And then there was like it was a hey girl.
It's a family affair. I can't sing with the lick. It's a family affair.
There we go. Malcolm, I appreciate you. I'm so nervous, but you got me.
Well, Malcolm handling that.
Yes.
There's words on there.
That's hard.
I feel like it's a sacredness, you know, when you're doing it at home. You know, there is a possibility for you to be able to have a midwife, which is the medical professional. They will be the ones that are there in case something happens and the ambulance needs to be called and we need to take you to the hospital. But having babies at home, man, it's something beautiful. It's something beautiful. You know, when COVID happened, hospitals weren't allowing for dads to be there during the checkups, and you were limited to birthing centers too. You were limited to how many people you could have in the you know, when you were having your baby. If you had your baby at home, I can have my mama, I can have my sister, I can have my granny, and all them in here, and then I got a facilitating doula who's okay. Mommy, she wants you to be there to comfort friends. She wants you to take pictures. Me and Daddy, we're here to you know, like make sure she's good. But just to name a few things, beauties as far as having home births. All for it. That answered your question.
Yeah, it does. I loved your answer. I love you. So that's why that's what I was telling y'all about, is how we work together. She can help bring your baby in. And then when she does it, we're gonna end up becoming cool anyway. You know, look, she's back here. These are 2 birth center babies. I actually delivered both of them. I assisted with the delivery, pulling them out, because I wanted them to see my face. And I think that's important too. I think when your baby comes out, they need to see mommy and daddy's face first, not some doctor who has a degree. All those bright lights and everything. She saw me first, and I walked around with her for about 20 minutes, just telling her, "I got you." You remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mama said, "Oh, okay."
And then with him, I pulled him out.
Oh,
and
God.
he laid on me for a minute and started crying for her.
Oh my God, that was a 1,000 million thousand.
Where you see
Where you see it?
the numbers at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think it's important for doulas, and I think it's important for fathers to be there. Now you want to get your phone later. Fathers to be there when the baby is born, and be there to help your wife. Y'all both put in on this. She didn't decide to get pregnant. Y'all both decided to get pregnant, or you didn't decide and it happened. So when these babies come out, we got to know that, hey, we're going to be here during birth, throughout. And it's good to see a family atmosphere, because you know how many of us. Hold on. We got to have a family atmosphere so they know that when you're born into a village. And it takes a village. So if they see that you got 3 or 4 people running around that look like you, that love you, they're going to expect that from whoever they get with. It's going to be already in the system. It's already going to be in their system. So that's how we do things. That's how she does it. She's going to make sure it's family oriented, and we're going to make sure the fathers are involved. You know, if there, I understand the situations where the father might not be there, or she understands that, but
The goal is to have
the family.
Yeah.
And if the father is involved, we will be chopping it up. We're gonna be talking. Look, you can hit me up whenever. I tell everybody, like I'm gonna tell the brother right here. Hit me up morning, noon, and night. You know, if you got something on your mind, because we got to be there for each other, and I got to be the example. Even if I didn't have to be the example, I'm gonna be the example. You know what I'm saying? What's up, brother?
Speaking of examples, sir, I don't mean to stop you. Am I good to ask you something?
Oh yeah, you good.
That's why I raised my hand, because we in class.
Yeah.
What does one do in a situation where, like the one I explained to you, where you know you get into an argument with your lady, or you get into a situation with her, and she says the things that I said to you, wrote to lie, about how she feels about running.
Yeah.
Like what does one do? Like I'm 32, she's 22, so there's a gap. She's 22, there's a big gap. But that being said, we're all conscious people.
Yeah.
So like what does one do in that situation?
One, you gotta ask
because
her.
I love this. I really love this girl. I really love this woman. She's a beautiful woman. I'm learning Spanish from her. She speaks Spanish fluently. I'm learning Spanish, another language.
Gotcha.
You know, or another God.
Yeah.
Should I say another piece of God? You know. So like, what do I do as far as my position, my words, my thoughts when that's being said to me? Or if your lady said that to you, like, oh, I'm gonna run, blah blah blah, because of an argument or a disagreement.
First off, figure out why she's running. You know, ask her. Have that, man. Honesty is the best cure to everything. Say, hey man, why do you always want to run? Sit here, make a safe place for her. Make a safe haven. Hey, why you always want to run? I'm gonna be here when you get back, but I don't need you leaving me all the time. I want you in this job. I need you in this job. That's how you put your foot down. Tell them how much you love her.
But when that fails,
you got to question if she loves you. It go both ways. Question, hey man, do you really love me, or do you just want to run? I've been in relationships with women before where I was the only one that was in it.
I feel like that.
You know, if that's what your soul is telling you. Yeah.
I didn't quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, and that's beyond me. That's the government.
Yeah. Have some confidence. Like I tell you earlier, have some confidence in yourself, man. Don't accept anything. Hey, I'm not doing it. You're gonna run from me, give me the baby, and you keep running. If you're gonna continue to disrespect me, which I'm trying to say here for you.
There's been disrespect on both parties.
You gotta accept your disrespect.
Yeah, there's been disrespect.
You gotta correct yourself. First thing you gotta do is correct yourself. Anytime I've done something wrong to her, no matter what I said at the time, I had to look at myself in the mirror. Because if there's a problem with us, there's a problem with me. If I'm doing something wrong with her, that's how she got humanity. She didn't get it from the air. Exactly. So I gotta appreciate that.
I got a new toy. I like playing with it sometimes.
Yeah.
But when you say sometimes when you say the go look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I had to because a lot of people don't like looking in the mirror.
True. And we gotta look in the mirror, man. Anytime something is messed up in my life, I'm like, all right. And I'm not saying down yourself. I always mess up all the time. No, like I don't call them mistakes. I call them mistakes. I've been saying that when I say mistakes. Sometimes we don't have that knowledge until we get that knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So you might not never lost a job before because you've been on it for 10 years. So you don't know what it's like to be out in that job field. So you're gonna have a couple bumps in the road. Accept those bumps and learn from them. You see what I'm saying? So look yourself in the mirror and say, all right, What am I doing that might be making her run? What am I doing that might be making her run? Then explain that.
Yeah.
When she met me, I was doing some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I had to explain to her, in order for me to get rid of this person, in order for me to get rid of, or I'm doing in order to get rid of this person, so we can have a clean slate. You see what I'm saying? So look in the mirror. Because I had to do a lot of looking in the mirror myself. What that's all about Michael Jackson? I'm talking to the mirror. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Now, once you figure out that problem or the issue or what needs to be fixed in the mirror, you can adjust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gonna make those. Then you're ready to talk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? And that's what it is. That's what it is, man. If you're having a problem with it, look at what you need to fix inside yourself or all. Sometimes you just need to work. You need. Is that old oil out? Put that new oil in. And then start riding. Be a lot smoother. So do that first. That's the first. Every problem or every situation is not always a problem. Every situation in your life. Now you got to figure out either how to deal with the situation, change the situation, or create another one. That's what you got to either figure out how to deal with the situation, change the situation, or create another.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So tell her, I know I've been doing this. I know I do this on a regular, like for example, her when she's, you know what? I know I keep saying that word or whatever word I'm saying. I need to change my diet, my talk, especially around you. So then what I do is when I walk out that conversation with the man in the mirror, I change my dialect around her. Then, only then, you can't change overnight. She has to see that change. She has to see.
Huh?
Why would you do it? So then, only then, after that, after I make that change, then I'm like, hey, why do you cuss so much? I haven't done it in 2 years, but you still doing it. Did you just really enjoy that word? You know what I'm saying? Is that what it is? If I want that. So do that first. Make that change. You got to be the change before you tell someone else. That's how I got to be that change. I can't sit over here and tell my wife, man, you need to do this. You need to do no. I need to correct me too. 9 times out of 10, if I have a problem with something, it's something that I do. If something bothers me, it's something that I do. Or that I'm doing or that I did. Insecurity that bad. So figure out what it is first and then approach the situation. You might get bit while you sleep. You got to look at the teeth mark before you put something on it. You put something on it, it might irritate it, it might make it worse, or it could help it. See what I'm saying? You look at the teeth marks and be like, oh, that might have been a spider. Put some cocoa butter on the joint. If you see a snake, you might want to get the bit out. Snake. If it was a rat, you might want to get some penicillin. You see what I'm saying? Depending on the bite, then once you need to find that rat hole, that snake hole, whatever infestation it was in there, and get rid of it so that doesn't happen again. You know what I'm saying? That would be my advice, man. Decide yourself. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just being a stronger man. Sometimes, man, I've been with women and I'm like, why am I with you? I say this is your situation, but me, I had to be like, I'm better than this. When I got with her, I realized that. I was like, why would I deal with this trash? Not, damn, somebody's gonna see me. Why was I dealing with these type of women? You don't care about me. We was only in it for a particular reason. We not moving nowhere. We just sitting back drinking or whatever it is. I had to look inside myself like, all right, I gotta stop not wanting something for myself. Then I changed while I was changing it, she came into my life. While I was getting rid of the dirt, like you said before, when you walk in gutters, you're gonna step in mess. I was walking in gutters. Yeah, because you in the gutter. So I had to get out. While I was climbing out, I stopped. You see what I'm saying? When I was climbing out that gut, I'm like, oh, that's what a real woman is. You see what I'm saying? This is my wife, y'all. This is the doula. She'll be back. This is my beautiful family. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till I have my baby.
She gonna love you, man. She gonna love you.
I got this thing about rabbits, bro. Like, okay, so me and my lady going through some trouble. But we talk to each other all, you know, sweet, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So we got a little bunny coming.
Huh.
I ain't gonna man about it.
Yeah.
But got a bunny coming.
Yeah.
So, like, she's the most beautiful bunny on earth.
Yeah.
And like every time I see a little thing, every time I see or even anything from 1 to 9 to me is a bunny.
Yeah.
It's not a bunny no more. Because 10 you can get hurt.
Yeah.
And you going back to school.
Yeah.
9, you a bunny. Like I see.
Mm-hmm.
And your bunnies is beautiful.
Appreciate
and I can't
that,
wait
man.
to have my bunny and see the fur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying this baby though.
Yeah.
Because man, sometimes we don't have that talk, we don't have that outlet,
Mm.
and especially black men,
Mm.
because it's more of us in the concrete and enjoy than it is to what it seems like,
Mm.
to what it seems like.
Yeah.
It's more inside than out. But
Yeah.
it's really more out than in. We're trying to figure out a way to get us
In there.
So
Exactly.
it's hard to deal with certain things. And it's good to have another brother to talk to because sometimes talking to baby don't work. Because while she's trying to tell you how to be a man, she ain't a man.
Yeah.
She don't understand.
Yeah.
But on the other side,
Exactly.
tell her how to move and how to react because she reacts to emotion most times.
Yeah.
As a man, I have to react.
Hmm.
So you know, I just feel like it's against us already. Like we can't be emotional. Like we have to be logical all the time and not have no tears in us. It blows my mind how they treat the man as if, you know, yes, we take care of our creator. We take care of what creates.
Yeah.
But man, as a man,
Have that. Yeah.
have that, you know?
Yeah. You got to, because she might react a certain way. I have to understand her.
Yeah.
And for this. So really pay attention. Ask questions. Sometimes you got to ask questions 2 and 3 times. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna ask the first time, you might be having some type of disagreement. Then ask her why y'all chilling. So why'd you want to run that last time? Why the mood is cool? Why'd you want to go? Man, that hurt me when you said that. That made me feel. To you, it's not. To you, 2 people in a relationship take 2 to tango. To you, logically thinking, there's no excuse why you should be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To her, emotionally, that might be her safe haven. If you want to be with her, you gotta take the good with the bad. You see what I'm saying? She couldn't understand for the longest while I was talking to these other women. I'm not no player, no. Very well aware, which is why I'm talking about. But why are you talking to these people? And I'm like, well, I'd be like, you're right. To her, she don't see no reason. Like, I'm right here. I was insecure. You might leave. You know what I'm saying? You might bounce. Yeah, I said if you bounce, my phone will still be ringing. Because it's been ringing before you was here. That's that ego. You know what I'm saying? It's like an idea. You're never gonna stop building that restaurant, are you?
No, I'm never.
Exactly. So,
I'm gonna keep.
Exactly. That's the same with your woman.
It might not be complete.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna build it.
You're gonna build it.
And it's gonna go to the sky.
Exactly. That's how your relationship got to be. You told me you planning it right now. You talks with the city all day.
Blueprints on the way.
Blueprint right now. Starting off, figure out why. Figure out if you need to get some different material to build with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm only talking to what I had to do myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I'm just telling you what I had to do. And what I did. So, but yeah, that's what I would do, man. We all deal with that. But hopefully your relationship is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I hope that she hear you and your emotion that you have for her on here. I would show her this show. The fact that you can't thinking about her You know that you love her, and should let her know that you love her. Those are the questions that came to your head first. I've only brought up your restaurant because you told me. First thing that came to your head was her. She has to recognize it. You have to recognize it. Both of y'all recognize that and build off that. That's a building block. You know what I'm saying? Am I going over time?
Are you good? I'm gonna give you 10 extra minutes.
Okay.
10:40.
Okay, cool. So, but yeah, that's what hey man, what we're doing right now is what it's about. This is how we build relationships. Your girls get cool with mine. Now we got two families. Started off so-called rough. Everything starts off. We get together, everybody knows Spanish joint, eating at your restaurant, using each other's product, build. Malk over here coming through, helping both of us promote our stuff, you know what I'm saying? This is where it starts at right here. Hey, Real Talk Radio, I'm telling you, in a year or two, they're going to have a bigger room and a bigger office. You know what I'm saying? They will be bigger than 97.9. Not knocking 97.9, but they're going to be, Mm-hmm. So we starting like this. That's how your relationship. I'm sure Malk has had similar, if not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Like over here, cause she at home right now listening. No. I was trying to make sure that on the live streams.
Yeah.
So I can't speak the way I want to, but yeah, I've had everything y'all talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't have the same issues where I had to go and look in the mirror, whether I was right or wrong. You're gonna go look in the mirror. But my point is, and I think we differ in this area, is when I'm right, I'm more picky. I'm like, I'm more in your face. Like, no, I'm right. I went and looked in the mirror, and I'm still right.
Yeah.
And I don't think you to be here. I will turn around and say, "Hey, man, I was tripping."
Yeah.
And because back in the game, they would have done that. They would have like it is what it is, But with maturity, it's like, okay, I was wrong, man. I apologize. Like that book. So yeah, I've matured a whole lot in these 53 years.
Oh, man.
53.
Like no crack. Yeah.
Congrats. You can always tell when the man doing good with the mustache, beard, everything smooth, shiny from oil. Oh man, doing good, man.
Yeah. What it is. Yeah. Already.
I probably would have looked better if I wouldn't have played sports so long. I'm starting breaking down as we speak. My hip breaking down. My hip is breaking down. I got a bad ankle. And my back ain't as bad as my hip, but the age is showing. It's not showing outward.
Yeah, energy goes back into that inside.
Yeah.
But you still want to improve it.
Yeah.
And we all, and aging is like you were saying, it's kind of like a speed. I bet you if we all stop saying numbers to our years, we would always look young. Yeah, we know we're aging. Yeah, other than what we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you was here, man, because this is like a shooting example of what Rely is. I walk Rely 24/7. I'm on here tonight. This is what I'm doing. This is why I got the show. Like, you need to put this out here.
I was going to go have a conversation with my girl. We was going to argue as usual.
Yeah.
And I came here.
See, everything happened for a reason.
Since you brought Rely up, rehash the time for those who listen later, for those who are just now tuning in on our website or on the live feed. What does Rely mean?
Rebooting and uniting lost energy. Rebooting and uniting. You reboot something, it already worked. You just got to turn it on. Yeah, Rely. That's yeah.
I heard that when you first.
Yeah, Rely.
I just didn't want to say.
Yeah. So you gotta. It's already in us. We got to reboot it. And then after we reboot it, we got to unite it with other compounds, other energy, with light. You know what I'm saying? And it'll no longer be lost. Hopefully, when I stop doing the show, it'll be rebooted and united. You see what I'm saying? Right now, we lost. Once we find ourselves, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for the way things are moving on this earth right now. So yeah, I'm doing this to reboot what we already know. A lot of us know this is false. Whether we admit it or not, we know this is a false reality. Once I reboot that in your head and be like, oh, okay, let me come to reality now. I don't have to do half this stuff. I'm choosing to do it. So I'm going to reboot that in your head. Hey, I'm choosing to live this way. I'm choosing to pay this bill. I'm choosing to work for this. I'm choosing to be in this type of life. But I have a choice not to do it. And there's other people around me that are going to choose the same thing as me, and we can work together. There's a lot of people that don't want to drink or cocaine anonymous. Wherever you go, there's a lot of people that don't want to live that lifestyle anymore. There's a lot of thugs that don't want to be in the street no more. They just afraid if they stop doing it, everybody's gonna go against them. And they feel like they don't have a way out. Like, well, if I stop doing this, how am I gonna make money? You're gonna have to go through a struggle period. You stop living a certain way of living. You see what I'm saying? And so Rely is gonna be that medium where you go, all right, man, the block is not what it is. I'm trying to get off. Or, all right, man, I don't want this 9 to 5 anymore. When I get it big enough, come over here. Figure it out. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, I don't want my child in this hospital. We got options. By the way, if any midwives want to work with a doula, let us know. Because I want to build her team to where she's doula, she can have her a midwife, because we already got the tubs and everything else you need. And sooner or later, we got to get a few more things. She'll be encapsulating placentas. So we got to realize every part of our body is useful, from the sperm to create the baby to the blood after. You use that blood to put in plants to grow your food, because blood is a liquid. You know what I'm saying? So you can put that in your plants, food, whatever. That's all. But she knows how to do it. If you want to have your baby naturally and have natural vitamins that come from your wife, which is the breast milk, the placenta, we'll be here doing that. But that's what Rely is for, man. So we can start relying on truth, relying on each other and nature, learning how to use nature to our advantage, have that medium. If you want help, so-called help, you can go to the government and get food stamps. So why is it when a brother like you, your mouth trying to do something, you can't go somewhere and be like, hey man, I'm trying to do this. What could I do? Exactly. And this is what Rely is. You build it brick by brick, just like you building your record. You build it brick by brick. Brothers and sisters, families, and everybody. I'm trying to look. Let me say this before I go. My goal is to have doctors on my team, holistic or medical, mechanics, psychiatrists, artists, cameramen, radio stations, massage therapists, labor workers, builders, masons, painters. We need all this for the community. All that, yeah, we need all that. We need to create our own groups, and we need to have. I want all this. If you're a doctor and you're tired of working in that hospital, I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight, but come talk to me so I know how to get you out. So we can be like, hey man, I really can't, but I know I have these services. So if I can get him to give all of us checkups and we all put a little money in so we can eat. It's that easy. I don't gotta raise $2 million to build a hospital. We can go get us a house, or if you know someone with extra land, he can put his doctor stuff in there. We can raise money to get the equipment, and we all pay a little money to have him give us a checkup. This is simple. I need teachers that want to teach these babies simple math. If you teach real math, Exactly. Like I said before, 1 + 1 is 1. You know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 is 2. Anyway, regular math and real math. We gotta be that. If you know, like you said, your girl speaks Spanish. We got to learn Spanish, French. We got people in other lands that think like us, but we can't communicate. Tower of Babel. We can't communicate. So to learn different languages. I'm not trying to raise money to build a big old school. I can have people come to your house. I'll find a space somewhere where you can come to that space and learn it. Pay a little bit of money so that the teacher can eat. And I'm gonna take a little bit to keep the building running. And once I get these buildings, guess what I'm gonna need? Cleaners, people to paint it, people to build it, blah, 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 blah. We're all gonna need to work with each other. That way, I get a house, you get a house, you get a house. The painters and everybody, or the people who can fix up the house, they have a job. Everybody's working with each other. Everybody's getting paid. A mechanic, we all got cars. And if not, we need one. So if I can raise money to go purchase some cars, have a cool little car lot, get the mechanics to fix them, pay the mechanics. So I need all this. Man, no matter what you do in life, what your calling is, I'm gonna need that and this. I'm gonna need a little bit of everything because we all need it. That's what I need for a community. That's why I'm doing this show. No matter what you do, let's do it. I'm gonna raise money to where we can get you a base. If I got to use my house once I get my stuff together, if I got to use my stuff for you to go out of there first, it's cool. I'm not tripping. Like I said, if you a doctor or you a mechanic, let's say you a mechanic, you fix cars. Send me your info. And anybody that needs their car fixed, we're gonna make sure they use you. Anyway, that's what Relies for, man. I want to build that network, man. People, AAA is not always dependable. So if you stuck out somewhere, I got a mechanic that can come out and see you. Lawyers. I need lawyers to get the brothers in jail for no reason the fuck out. And I need an army. Because them cops pull us over with guns. We need our cops. You're not touching this brother. He didn't rape nobody. He didn't mutilate nobody. He didn't kidnap nobody. If you touch him, you will get raped, mutilated, and kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? I need an army. I need all that. So the people that's already inside, I'll use the law against them. We'll talk to them. And I'm not trying to do this over a year. I'm trying to do this right now. Hey, get them out. If you don't get them out, we're going to react the way you react with us. We need that. Too many kids in jail for no reason, man. Even if you go to the hotels right now, you count. I'm not even talking about if you dressed out. I'm talking about if you just go in there and you waiting to dress out. How many? You got 2 or 3 white boys, a couple Asians, about 20, 30 Mexicans, and the rest is black. Black men, women, and everything else. I'm not lying.
Triple the number of everybody else.
Yes. There's always more black than anything else. You'll be lucky depending on what night you go in if you see an Asian or a white guy. You might not even see one, but you'll see black and Mexican. You see, at the most you'll see is 20. And you haven't even dressed out yet. This is just you sitting in the tank with it in the concrete, sitting on the bench waiting. I'm not lying. I'm not. Anybody tell me I'm wrong. So we got to stop that, man. We got to stop that. We got to get them out right now because it's too many of us in there sitting there chilling. These ain't no statistics that I'm making up off the top of my head. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I got 5 minutes. Cool. That's Rely, man. That's what I'm building. That's what I need. That's why I'm doing these shows. These are the people when they get brother does camera. Real Talk Radio is interviewing small businesses. What, Monday, Tuesdays?
Tuesdays and sometimes Wednesdays.
Sometimes Wednesdays. And on Saturdays, they got a pop-up shop for free. It's still free, right?
Yes. Yes. Weekend, but it's
okay.
Still free. Yes, sir.
It's still free. So you got people that's already helping you. We just got to use them. And when they start charging, pay the price. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You'll pay these white folks. Yeah, everybody wants something free. So right now they're giving it to you free. You can get the work. So when they start charging for that work, or when they start charging you for what you're doing, hey. Yeah. Hey.
The hardest thing in the world for our society to do, our communities to do, is just pay.
We'll go get us a sack real quick. A little, look, you know what I mean. We can go do all this.
I'm
We
sorry.
can,
I thought they came.
it's all good. But we do if we start paying.
No, you good. You good.
When you hit up brother Drippy, my bad.
No, you fine. Yes, sir. Yes,
Drip,
sir.
when you hit up Drippy, don't ask for a discount just because you heard what he said on the radio. Don't undersell him. Give him what you would pay somebody else if you was talking to him. Pay, man. Help each other, man. Help each other. That's what I'm saying. Whatever I charge these tickets, pay it. Because it's gonna go to something. Malcolm's charging. If you want your radio show, hit up Real Talk 100. They established their own team. Don't be trying to find something cheaper. The contract is cool. I'm not gonna put everything out on the street like that. But they offering extra stuff to where if you go to these white folks, and I'm not knocking nobody white, if you go to some of these black folks, they're gonna charge you 2 or 3 times the amount for less than what they give you. Just because they got good equipment, because somebody gave them some good equipment and everything. So pay, man. Stop. You go to these pop-up shops. Stop trying to negotiate a price with these small businesses. Oh man, all I got is this. If that's all you got, you can go somewhere else all the time. Pay them what they ask for, and then leave them a tip like you do with these restaurants. Exactly. Don't come here half stepping.
That's a question. That's a question. Why is it that we will go to? I lost track of my thought. Why is it you said it? You said it. Come on. Why is it that we'll go to other establishments and the service bad, food might be bad, and we'll easily forgive and go back. But when it's our own, I ain't going back there no more. Oh, yeah, it was a terrible experience. I ain't going back there.
Hey, we're always trying to impress these white folks. We try to impress them. Oh, you go to McDonald's, they're giving you bad food. They treat you like crap, but you still order from that dollar bill. You're getting your Big Mac and your fries. You go to a black business where you know why they're irritated. You feel it. I go to Frenchie's all the time. I already go to Frenchie's. Excuse me, that chicken is good. You know what I'm saying? Or I might go up there and somebody's real cool. Either way, we got to stop hating ourselves. We got to stop looking at we got to stop being so judgmental towards us and non-judgmental towards the people who judge us. That's a backwards way of thinking. It's full of spiritual hate, dopamine, and all that. Go over here. Oh man, I don't mind when Timmy does me wrong, but when Jamal does it, it pisses me off. Then we back door and ask for a discount. You know what I'm saying? No, we gotta stop doing that. But check this out. Some of us don't really do that. The ones who are doing it, kick them away, man. We don't even want your spirit over here. We gotta stop doing it. If you hear someone doing that, don't feed it. That's when I went over here. And okay, I'm gone. I don't even want to hear it because you're not gonna talk about McDonald's, Burger King, not around. McDonald's, Burger King, Olive Garden, all that crap. You're not gonna talk about them bad like that. But the first time you go to the pop-up shop, they did this, they did that. Or this, they didn't give me enough soap, or they charging too much. Why they charging you this much for your water bill? So yeah, we gotta stop that self-hate, man. We gotta start looking aside, being like, okay, I'm tripping. But if you do see someone do that, walk away. Like, I don't even want to hear it. You're not gonna talk against the water bill or the electric bill. You're not gonna go over there and not pay your bill. When you come to us, you treat us like trash and be like, I'm not paying that. You know what I'm saying? We're getting overcharged for life. Their health insurance alone is stupid. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
900.
If anything, you shouldn't be paying that.
900.
For 900 for them to check you up.
900 for ultra. 900. 900.
See, that's ridiculous. That don't make no sense. Just to have a baby.
That shit, baby ain't even born.
See, they making money before the baby comes in. But we can't pay our people whatever we pay our people, whatever they ask. So it's a backward state of mind. It's a backward state of mind. We gotta stop doing it. But yeah, and people who do it, don't give them no attention. You know, okay. I'm getting my mark. I don't want to go overboard. It's 10:41. I appreciate everybody who was listening. I appreciate your minds if you was agreeing with it, even if you disagree with it. I appreciate you for listening. Real quick, remember to hit me up, NRZ8556 on Instagram and on Facebook, NRZulu. My wife, she's at Queen Birth on Instagram, right? Hula Or, HUELAH.
HU
LAH
HUELAH ORAAH
At Instagram.
Oh, how do you say it?
Hula Or.
Oh, Hula Aura.
Uh-huh. Then Cam's over here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nayar
Yeah,
Zulu.
Yep, NYAR. Z. No, go back. Just Z. NYAR Z.
Z
8556
8556
on the Instagram.
Got you. Great show. First show.
Appreciate that, Miss Lisa. Is that her name?
Yeah, Miss Lisa, great show. She's been there most of the night. She's probably booking some trips for us and making us a little money. Thank you, baby. But yeah, she's been tuning in all night long. Now, yeah, make sure you follow Rely. It's pronounced Rely. I have the flyer on the screen right now. It's pronounced Rely. Why is it pronounced Rely? It's pronounced Rely because we have to rely on each other. Rely stands for rebooting and uniting lost energy. That's what Rely stands for. And this show was kicking it off and introducing it to our listening audience. If you're watching the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments. Say, I agree, I disagree. We want you to engage on the live feeds. Engage tonight, tomorrow, next week. The star of the show would love that. Y'all follow him at Nayar Z8556 on IG. Follow his wife. I'll put his on the screen first. Nayar Z8556 on IG. Nayar Zulu on Facebook, and his wife. Follow her also at Hula Hora. Hula Hora on IG. Follow them. These are the stars of what Rely on Real Talk 100 Radio. They will be airing every Tuesday night, 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. at night. Hey, deep show. I knew it the first time I met them. It would be a deep show, very deep. It's gonna get to. It's all about energy. It's all about uniting like minds. It's all about. Hey man, it's all about a bunch of deep stuff, man. Uniting,
Rebooting and uniting lost
and uniting lost energy. And Nayar and his wife feel that these energies have been lost, and he wants to reboot it, basically. Tap in. I'm putting it on the screen one time. As we go out tonight, I want you to tap that little like button about 1 million times. Nayar Zulu and his brand new show called Rely, Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy, y'all. That's it for tonight. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. If you're all about being action and not being a bunch of words, this is the show for you. If you're about learning what being basically a midwife is, a doula, this show is for you. I got a lot of different comments in here I wanted to get right quick. I can't get them all right now, but this show is for you. I'm going to let y'all take us out by telling us all They are. What kind of people are you looking for? Like-minded people that think what?
Like-minded people that want to
Separate from society. Okay.
separate society and have their own way of thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for. I can accept your way of thinking. If you want to separate from this society, God and you. Work. I'm open to almost everything. You know, I'm not trying to. I need a certain religion or a certain. I appreciate it because that'll help do different things and evolve. So let me say this: evolutionary people. Evolution.
Are you a revolutionary? Are you a revolutionary person? Speaking to all people, all walks of people. He's trying to unite cultures on the Raleigh show, on the Rely show. I'm sorry, the Rely show. He's trying to unite cultures. We want y'all to come in every Tuesday night. That's all we got right now, y'all. But I want you to keep it locked. Top 100 Radio, as I always say, we got something for the old heads. We got something for the new heads in the form of Southern Soul for the old heads and a bunch of hip hop music, man. Old school and new school. Top 100 Radio tonight. I think it's all young school hip hop. Y'all keep it locked, man, by clicking that link in our bio for the rest of the night. I'll see y'all soon. Night, everybody. Good night.